the Secretary General and your deputies, the Treasurer General and your deputies, Council members in your respective capacities, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, protocol observed. Let me take this opportunity to thank you very much for your presence at the 18th meeting of the National Council of the Forum for Democratic Change. Ladies and gentlemen, it hasn't been easy to get where we are now. We give it to God and we say Ebenezer. First, let me thank you, Mr. President, for showing leadership and resilience even in the face of daunting challenges and injustices, political harassment, and all other vagaries of common with the dictatorship. I applaud your team for its unfailing focus and commitment to serve this great party and its members, and for staying the course, steadfast in the service of our people. The greatest of all arts is indeed the art in losing ourselves in the service of others. I am so proud of you, Mr. President. It's now evident that FDC is ideologically stronger today than ever before. And indeed, in full contest for political power in Uganda, especially after the storm by our detractors at Katonga. I can now testify that when the cause is just, it will always succeed, or it succeeds, despite all the propaganda that has been advanced by some very few members of that dangerous group. You will recall it all started in May 2023, when a few egoistic members sought to hijack the mission of the party under the guise of petty grievances. The FDC, change-loving enthusiasts, resisted self-seekers, who then retreated to Katonga, where they continued mobilizing against FDC. These opportunists even took the party to court to injunct out activities of this party. The party trounced them and scattered them back to the drawing board at Katonga. They are still stuck at Katonga, much as I see them moving up and down. In the end, even they will have to leave that Katonga. They seem not to have given up, though. We hear they are regrouping under the shadow organization called PFF and purported to dissolve FDC. Of course, that is wishful thinking and delusional. As long as this leadership, of which I belong, is still holding the fort, I can't see how those few disgruntled leaders and members can disorganize this FDC. So stay strong, don't be moved. Let's focus on the future, because it is ideally better to look where we are going than to see where we have been. Where we have been has been problems. But now let's agree to move together so that we focus ahead. Note that the trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. If we don't care for the future won't care for us. So it's we members of this party to remain firm and solid and look at the future that we are fighting for. Let's not look at these minor differences. Mr. President, on our part, the door is always open for those who will realize that they were misled. We forgave those who wronged us and demonized us politically, and we should forgive and forget what we have forgotten. It has been rightly said before that forgiveness is the quality of heart. But the injury that it gives, that injury may remain, but that's why we shall continue to fight for this party. Some of us learned early enough that when you bury the hatchet, you don't bury it with your enemy's back. So let's be organized. Yet those who defected and created the other faction are not even our enemies, as far as I'm concerned. They developed a different opinion. We knew it could live its useful, which we knew could not, hold truth. But they are welcome to return to the party of their dream and participate in the party activities, programs, including leadership, seeking leadership at various levels. If they come, we shall not say you had, gone, so you go. Please, let's welcome them. And once the elections, they can compete. Let them come in, and we forgive them. So let's seize this. Let's seize this moment, fellow members. This good party should plan for the party, particularly as we progress to the roadmap of 2026 general elections. The task ahead is momentous. The country is not only hungry for change, change is also due. Let us prepare now and avoid the last-minute catch-up. We should equally note that today's preparations shall determine tomorrow's achievements. Note that failing to plan is planning to fail. Soon. We need to go out there and work as a team, particularly you, the chairman of districts. You have a big task in your areas. We know there are a few problems in the district, but me as your chairman and you as my chairman in those areas, I request you to shoulder the responsibilities of mobilizing the people in the villages. We are aware that Museveni is trying to disorganize us in different parts through various systems of his, but don't be blinded by those things. How this National Council conducts itself, what it comes out with, what you people who are here, what it comes out with, will be a litmus test for what FDC really is and what is capable of doing. There are individuals who belonged to FDC and brought the party and thought the party was them, and that they, the party. It is time to show that the party has always been bigger than its members. And this one, our chief guest has talked much about it. Let nobody think he's above this party. With the chairman, the president, all of us are the same. Watch for your office. When your term ends, go. Let the younger generation come in, and then we move on. Today, we shall go through the agenda of this meeting systematically and come up with resolutions for implementation. Note that the membership of FDC is waiting for the leadership that will change the status quo of this country, characterized by corruption, disregard of the law, and due process, and socio-economic decline. With these few words, I thank all of you for listening, and we move to the next item on the agenda.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I will take this opportunity to ask my best friends here that
I want to thank the president in a special way. Because recently, in the parliament of Uganda, we have had a bill which was being introduced, a private member's bill, which would put the opposition in a very awkward position. And I followed very closely the FDC through the party president presentation. It was very succinct, to the point, and indeed, it overshadowed all the opposition presentation in parliament. We want to thank you in a very special way. Now the person who should tell you the stories, which you don't know. And the story goes like this. And the story is embedded in my background. I have been working for non-governmental organizations for the rest of my life. I concluded the work with the non-governmental organization as an international civil servant with the UN. And my value system as a member of parliament from a Chile sub-region who has suffered a lot in the hands of this regime is the issue of corruption. For me, when I hear about corruption, I feel like I should dissolve myself in acid. So as the story goes, the devil has all tricks of tricking people. And for the saying is, the way to heaven is more tougher than the way to hell. Even these white hands you see, when they see light, they think that light is meant to save them. But when they go there, they die in that light. So in a prima facie case, like what transpired in FDC, I was attracted to that light. I was actually highly attracted to the extent that I was almost becoming the spokesperson. But wait a minute, when you trust in God, God will tell you, you know, that road is not okay. That road is not good. And also for the simple reason that I have never known any political party in my life except FDC. So when the purported faction wants to change the address of FDC, I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I only know one FDC situated in Najanakumi, whose party president is Amorato Boy. The Secretary General is Nandala Mafabi, and the chairman is Jack Sabiti. Which other FDC is there? And that was my point of contention. I said, if we are not going to go back to FDC, count Honorable Okin Pipi Ojara out of this equation. So, me, I tested both. For you who got stuck here, maybe you don't even have the experience. I have first-hand experience, so I'm back home. And I'm not only back home, I'm back home in full experience and full force. I know of only one FDC. The FDC where the stamp lies, where the edit papers lies, where there is address called Najanakumi. That's where the FDC belongs. I'm good enough as if luck was on my side when I was making this decision. I now hear there are some formation. I don't believe in any new formation. Because the value that brought me in FDC is the value that is propelling me to be in politics. And the value of FDC is commensurate with the value of the Acholi people. So I can guarantee you that the blood of Acholi flows FDC. We have had 6 members of parliament coming from Acholi, sub-region. And I'm seeing only 2 of us here. That shouldn't worry anybody. That should not worry anybody. What I want to confirm in this National Council meeting, that the number is going to be restored back to the original number that used to be brought in the Parliament of Uganda and contribution to FDC. And trust our mobilization skill. Don't doubt. We have come to stay. We have come to participate. We have come to also make sure FDC grows. Long live FDC party. Long live Patrick Amurat Oboy. Long live Jack Sabiti. Long live Honorable Nandala Mafabi. Asante sana. May God bless all of you. FDC.
FDC oye. FDC oye. One Uganda. One people. Ra. Cha. Wah, 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 wah. Mr. President, the party chairman and all the executives, my name is Gilbert Olanya, Member of Parliament from Acholi land. I belong to the mighty FDC. Mr. President, I am in hurry in Parliament. I'm the chairman Public Accounts Committee in charge of local government, and I am presenting our report today on the floor of Parliament. That's why we requested that we should greet you, my dear delegates, and you give us time to move. Mr. President, I have only one important message to encourage our people. You know, the Bible says there is time for everything. There is time to suffer and time to come into peace. You know, all of us here, we are farmers. The only crop that can grow in all parts of this country is millet. And when the millet is growing, there is a similar crop, there is similar wheat that begins competing with millet to grow at the same time. It will grow at the same time with millet. The time will come when the millet starts bearing fruit. That will be the time that you will identify that the other one was a wheat. And this one is a real millet. And the farmer would destroy the other pretender. And the millet would germinate and bear good fruit. Therefore, my dear delegates, we shouldn't mind for those pretenders. FDC is a real millet. After when the farmer has wheat off the other wheat, the millet would germinate, would bear good fruits, and it will succeed. This is the best time for FDC to succeed. I pray that all pretenders, let them leave FDC and we build our party. You know, it's very dangerous to stay with the devil together. The devil will continue disorganizing, continue fighting you. The moment the devil is off, you are free to achieve your goal. Therefore, the challenges we are having is very normal and is for the good. Mr. President, this is the time that we shall see the best of our party, FDC. We are telling our people from northern Uganda that let all pretender just leave us. Go away, leave us, we start developing and building our party. Ladies and gentlemen, only FDC in the opposition, which is countrywide. And the only opposition now being respected and engulfed by all Ugandans is FDC as a party, countrywide. Other parties are concentrating in the certain area, but the only FDC which is countrywide. My dear President, let us not get discouraged. I am very confident. Let us organize ourselves. FDC will come up to the limelight. Those ones who want to start their own party, we wish them well. Uganda is a democratic country. Form your party and we wish you well. Don't be surprised that other parties may end up like the other party. You know, it's very embarrassing if you cannot produce even a member of parliament from your party. So please, my dear delegates, this is our time. From here, let us go back and start developing and bringing up younger generation to join our party, FDC. I told my chairman, Obamoro, after this meeting, we shall go back home and start moving from village to village and recruit. After all, people are so much willing to join our party, depending on the message that you give them. I thank you all. I pray we should have the best deliberation so far, and I know the Almighty is in the side of our party, FDC.
Thank you.
FDC oye! FDC oye! Amure oye! One Uganda, one people. Thank you so much. May the
the party president of FDC, the chairman of the party, and all the members, the dignitaries up here, and all the members who have come for this national council. Gilbert talks much because he's also a big man and you see he's hurrying up to do some responsibility. I just want to spend about a minute or a half. Emigu Julius Peter is my name. I'm the member of parliament for Chero County in Kabaramaido District, Teso Sub-Region. Party president and the members up here, a day like this makes me proud. Many a time when there was this quagmire, many people thought probably FDC is dead. Actually today when I reached here, and I saw the number of persons that I really have here, I said, we are even stronger than it was. Finally, there was one time a great leader in this party who said, many people think I'm a mole, but one day, time will tell who are really a mole. May God bless FDC. Thank you very much.
One people, our chairman of FDC and your team, our party president and your team, the delegates here present. I am Businge Joab, Member of Parliament representing Masindi Municipality in Bunyoro Sub-Region. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! FDC is the first party I have belonged as a member. What I can only say is that some of us saw these things coming before others did. One very important thing I detest is cultism in organizations. I saw a cult emerging in FDC, and I told the members, and I refused it up to today. I am a property of FDC, not a property of anybody. And for that reason, when I saw people moving left and right, even mature people, some members of parliament, being dragged here and there, this said, but you people, what is this we are doing? We are supposed to direct people. We are a property of FDC, not a property of individuals. I don't work for individuals. I promote ideas. That's why I'm in FDC. I just want to remind you and say that great things are not achieved by great people, but by great minds. People who are resolved and determined, we get what the great achievements. And it is the great achievements that make us strong. So those who think that the great people are outside there, you are lost. You are equally a great man and a great woman. Let us work to achieve great things, then we shall be great. We took FDC to Bunyoro Sub-Region, young as we were, when we had nothing to offer. How about today? Why can't we keep FDC there? Let's be firm. And we are determined. Some of those areas were predominantly NRM. Our people had been kept in ignorance. But we lit the torch, slowly by slowly. I started as a mayor in the local government. For 5 years, I stepped up for a member of parliament, and now I'm here. Still standing on FDC. We can do it. So for me, Mr. Chairman and Party President, I am not second by whoever is there. I am not a property of any of those people. I only worship God, not an individual. FDC, one Uganda. And I'm very happy for these members of parliament who have come here. I want to believe that after here, we are going back re-energized. And we are going to remobilize ourselves as members of parliament. And we shall see who are the millet. Who are the millet. FDC, one Uganda and one people.
Political career when I was still 20 years. And I never stepped into any RM. No. Or any other party. No. Yes, my father was UPC. But for me, 100% FDC. So, I was a UC councillor 2 terms. Sub-county UC councillor. I said, no, let me graduate to chairperson LOC 3. 2 terms. Here I am as a member of parliament under FDC. I never changed. I never thought of changing a party at one point. What I know is that, you know, for me, I am now 8. But what I know in a family, if you are a father in a family and chaos crop up, you need to sit your children and your wife down. Handle things round the table. Not to run this way, run this way. Are you a father? Who shall say you have a problem somewhere? You have a problem somewhere. Whom do you want to come and solve your problems? It must be you. Be a man, not a woman. Even women handle issues. Who is this daddy? Who goes this way, totty? And you don't solve problems in your home. Shall we call you an elder really? No. Elders are here who give us ideas. So for that reason, I am 100% in FDC, and I will never leave FDC. FDC! No worry, we shall come back to this parliament. And I know it is already registered. 2026, Ekudo will come back to Parliament of Uganda. And Amuriata or Nandala will be a president of this country. I was telling the NRMs in the parliament that you people, this committee of legal, I was telling them they wanted to bring this issue of Lumubin. I said, you people, you think this bill is good. It is not good. Tomorrow, you are going to be in opposition, and Ekudo and Amriat will be in the ruling party, government. What will you do? You will regret. Don't bring that bill. And they all said, yes, we are not going to bring, because sometimes NRM is going to be in opposition. Now, they said they are going to be in opposition. Then we are going to be in the ruling government. What is wrong with there? Everybody say.
Forward, Uganda forward, FDC for a better Uganda. Forward, forward, one people, young and old, together for change. Men and women unite. Forward, FDC for a better Uganda. Forward, forward, Uganda forward, one Uganda. Transparency and accountability, rule of law, peace and justice, one Uganda, one people, forward, forward, Uganda forward, FDC for a better Uganda.
Camarade Nyoro Mati Nyoro Kwak. Yoleng. Yoleng. Yoleng Mo Pelaya. Yoleng Mano Karakara. Yoleng. Alawa Yawayo. Yoleng Mano Wara Wara. Yoleng. Yoleng Mo Pelaya. Yoleng Mano Karakara. Yoleng. Alawa Yawayo. Yoleng Mano Wara Wara. Yoleng. Yoleng Mano Karakara. Yoleng. Yoleng wana 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 Ariya mo nigiria Dubaye kuya Adwara mo nigidwara Kaan Kule ye kwaga Beitema Kaan Dubaye kwaga